SE Talk Sports, today we're talking boxing. Pleasure as always to be joined by Jonny Nelson. Jonny, fight week of Chris Eubank Jr versus Conor Benn. How are you feeling ahead of the big fight on Saturday?
I'm looking forward to it. I'll get excited at fight week. It ramps up slowly but surely. Breaking news today, Billy Joe Saunders has been appointed by Conor Benn to go in the dressing room of Eubank Jr to check on the glove, to check the glove wraps. What a move. That's what you call causing trouble in an empty room, literally. I'm just wondering how that's going to be greeted.
Can Eubank Jr say no or request a different member of his team?
I don't know. What's the reasoning? I don't like him. No. You can't do anything. I don't think you can do anything about it, so we'll have to wait and see.
I think that's the first we've seen of the Conor Benn mind game so far. But in the build-up, who do you think has been winning? Who's taken the early 10-9 in terms of the promo and the mental warfare?
I think Chris. Chris has been the sharpest, smartest, and that's how it's gone. Andy, do you want me? All right, no problem. He's been sharpest and smartest. So wait and see.
Obviously, £100,000 fine for their egg slap. We heard today Chris Eubank Jr hasn't paid that and he's going to be appealing it. Do you think that's a little bit too harsh of a punishment for what he did?
No, but you should do it. That's it. And if you're willing to suffer the consequences and pay the price, that's what you do. So you should have done it.
And now we'll talk a little bit about the actual fight. How do you see it going? Obviously, a lot of people there, and ahhing. How do you see it going when the bell rings on Saturday night?
So far, I see I'd lean towards Chris, even though I wasn't impressed with his last fight. Ask me again after the weigh-in, and when I see them both on the scales, then we'll see.
And with your thinking now, is that Chris by points or Chris by stoppage?
Initially now, I'd say by points, but ask me again after the weigh-in, and looking at how they're weighing and what they look like, then I may change my mind.
Do you think Chris Eubank Jr has to win this fight? Do you think if he loses this fight, he has to retire?
There's a rematch clause, but he's got to get past. He cannot move on with his career, losing to a career welterweight, and talk about fighting the likes of Canelo and people like that. He said that himself.
And before we round off the interview, we'll quickly go through the undercard. Who's your favourite fight of the undercard?
Wow, I'm a fan of the cruiserweight. Chev and Vidal, good fight. And Smith against McKenna, great fight. So again, there's a couple of good fights that you think I can see the undercard, being stopped inside a distance. So it could be an early night. And
how do you think that Clark versus Riley fight goes?
Vidal Riley's a very good fighter. He's just lacked in consistency in performances. Well, opportunities to perform. And that might be the downfall, so he needs some consistency. Now, be it in his own fault, through injury, or be it through management or whatever, I don't know, but he needs to be busy because he is a talent that should have developed well and truly by now.